Hey there everybody, how are we doing this beautiful day? It's so pretty outside. It's raining and I love rain, so I'm gonna try to speak as loud as I can. Today we are not doing meditation. Today we are just answering questions. So I have a bunch of questions that I have gotten from you guys, a bunch of questions about my practice and my life in general, and I'm just gonna talk about it. If you have more questions that I won't be able to answer in this live, I want you to send me a message and I will answer them. Maybe we can do like a second live video about questions and answers. So I'm like trying to be organized here. Thank you everybody for joining me. I'm at the studio. It's so nice to be at the studio. I love my studio and I miss being here. So thank you for this opportunity where I can interact with you on some level, and I can tell you how much I appreciate you and how grateful I am for this. And today is just like a very happy day for me. I got to like talk to so many of you, just getting the questions, and I'm getting hot in here because I'm like getting excited. Yeah, we're doing this together. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with first page. First question. I'm not gonna mention who asked me what because you will know your question. But if you want me to mention your name, I can tell you I miss you and I love you. So yeah, let me know. So the first question is, what is your favorite childhood memory? I will say I have talked about this memory often. It's actually, I think I was like around 7 and I was at the countryside. My parents have a farm in Romania. So I was at the countryside watching the cows in the pasture. And as I was sitting there in the grass facing the sky, I was watching airplanes and the highway was like very, very far away. So I was like thinking how tiny things look and how big they are in real life. And watching those airplanes, I always wondered, where are all these people going? How are these people feeling? So I think that was my first deep connection with humanity and how much I care about others. And every time I go into dark places, I always go to that pasture and just sit on that hill and look at the sky and realize how we are all one, and how from that child that was innocent before the trauma happened, I got here today with all my baggage and all my trauma and all my good and bad and happy and sad, and I can work and bring my experience in. So yeah, my favorite childhood memory, most of my favorite childhood memories are from my parents' farm in Romania, just being in the wild, being with the animals, just being a child and being innocent. So yeah, that's the answer for that question. What was your first experience with Reiki? First session that I got actually awakened something in me and made me realize that I needed this. So I was in a very dark place. Actually, the night before that, I was driving home from one of my jobs, and I thought about suicide. I thought how, yes, my friends love me and are here for me. I'm just going through this divorce and I am a loser because I am not practicing the social work degree that I have, and I am not changing the world or making a difference. And I thought about that. And the next morning I reached out to one of my amazing friends, and she gave me my first Reiki session. And in that Reiki session, everything came to surface. And then I realized that chickening out of the situation that I'm in is not what I want to do. I want to learn how to help others to deal with this. So my first Reiki experience was very emotional. Everything and a lot of things came to surface. And I'm sure everybody, each and every one of you, have had that experience or will have that experience in my studio or with me. Next question, somebody asked me about my tattoos. I took my jacket off so I can show you my tattoos. Yes, every single one of my tattoos have something special and a meaning, because I do believe, and in my practice, symbols are very important. So I have a semicolon behind my ear. I got that as a reminder when I went through the process of healing my sexual trauma as a reminder that my story did not end there. Actually, my story began there. So it was just a phase of my life in the beginning of my story as a woman, as a healer, as a person that brings people together. So I have a semicolon behind my ear. I have a crow and Horus eye and an Egyptian cross on my back. I'm gonna try to show it to you. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, it's on my back. I love crows. I feel like crows are our connection to different realities and different worlds. I love Egypt. I love anything and everything about Egypt. I have a very strong connection with the goddess Isis, the mother goddess, so that's why those are on my back. And then I have this beautiful, beautiful goddess like Mother Nature surrounded by the universe in her fully beauty on my arm. I got this after my divorce, actually. My best friend, my amazing, amazing, amazing friend Tez, I love you, designed her, and she's me. She represents all my flows, and she represents the way my roots are keep growing and how I'm connected to universe and space. So she's beautiful because I'm beautiful, and she's healing because I'm healing. I have an Om symbol for protection. Then I have Deo's paw and Dante's paw. Dante was my other child that my ex-husband kept. And then I have lavender and the word smile, zâmbește, in Romanian. I got the lavender because I used to forget how to smile. I used to get so wrapped up in my head and my anxiety that it consumed me. So now I have that on my hand, and every time I look at it, I remember to smile. And then I have a triple goddess on my leg down here. Try not to show it to my skin. Triple goddess is because I do believe that we are gods and goddesses. Triple goddess is the evolution of womanhood. So maiden, mother, and elder woman, the knowledge. I want to achieve in my goddess journey that mother goddess, not just being a mother, like a human mother physically carrying a baby. I just want to bring that energy of healing and motherhood into my practice. I want to be the safe space for you to be with and to be in. So those are my tattoos. I think I got them all. Yeah. What do you like to do besides Reiki? Hobbies. I love crystals. I love spending time with my friends, and most of my friends are my clients. So I just like love that. I'm so blessed to have that. I like to read. I like to watch murder mysteries. I know it's like super dark and creepy, but I love I said my cat. I love books. I like to listen to music. I like to sing around. I love to talk online, face to face, or be with my friends. I love yoga. I love to meditate, but that's part of my practice as well. And I love to sleep. Like, I feel like I don't have enough time to sleep, so I do love to sleep. Favorite movies. I feel like every time I watch a movie, I like forget about it after. So I don't have like one that is like my totally favorite. I don't like to rewatch things, but I did really enjoy the Red Sea Resort. It's a very, very good true story, and I believe it's on Netflix. And I was obsessed with Handmaid's Tale. Like, I love Handmaid's Tale. Not that we're not kind of like living it, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I love murder mysteries, so I did like the Netflix original, the one about the FBI. I don't remember the name right. Anyway, other question. Where do I get my information about the chakras? So I get my information from books, obviously from the internet, from talking to other practitioners. The first information about the colors and the functions of the chakras are actually coming from Hinduism and Buddhism. I miss you too. And that's where I get my information. But then I have grown and created my own practice. So when I touch one of your chakras, I try to visualize the color that goes with that, but then it evolves. So I will see things and talk to you about things. I am also aware that each chakra is responsible for different organs. So then we're going from there. Like your heart chakra, that's love. And then the color of love, it's pink. So we use green and pink. Pink is love, green is vitality. So yeah, the information about the chakras and the knowledge are coming from Buddhism and Hinduism, from Sanskrit. I do believe that Christianity has a tendency to like go into chakras at points, but not as open as the other ones are. Sanskrit is one of the oldest language of this earth, so we're still translating most of them. The chakra system is been used in traditional medicine in Asia for a long time. So I rather believe it's something that is older than something that is new. But this is my personal belief and my personal practice. Okay, another good one. Why doesn't Western medicine talk about holistic healing? Why, when I go to the doctor, they're not telling me that my solar plexus or any other chakras are imbalanced? Well, I do believe that at this point we're kind of working together, because many healthcare practitioners and professionals are encouraging their patients to seek holistic help as well. My PCP, she's amazing. Abby's amazing. She encouraged me before medication for anxiety that I was on to try oils, to try the CBD oils, to try yoga, to try meditation. So I don't know what doctor you go to, but I do believe that most of them are working with us, and they're very educated people, so they're gonna like take you and talk to you from a scientific point of view. So obviously, if you are dealing with heartburn, because their practice is different than mine, they're not gonna sit here and tell you go get some peppermint oil. They're gonna prescribe you something. But then when you come to me, again, I'm not saying that I'm a doctor or I'm better than a doctor. No, I'm not. They're highly educated, awesome people, and I respect every single healthcare practitioner in my life. And I am very honored to work with some. Even at Hope is Dope. Like, I am so honored that I got invited to join in as an outsider holistic practitioner into this amazing program that uses science and psychology and psychiatry to help people heal. So yes, when it comes about why don't you go to your doctor and your doctor doesn't tell you that your solar plexus is unbalanced, because they sometimes don't have that knowledge, and because in this country, especially in America, it's big pharma. They have to prescribe you that medication. But most of the young healthcare practitioners are actually working with all of us, and they're encouraging a different type of healing. When I grew up in Romania, actually was different. Holistic medicine was very involved with normal medicine. So I was going to the doctor for a cold, and they would tell me to go home and make some onion tea, or some walnut and onion tea, or have potatoes on your chest to take the fever down, or take echinacea to boost your immunity system. So I think it depends from country to country, and I do believe that at this point here in America, both of these medicines are coming together. So yeah, doctors are actually encouraging you to get acupuncture, to go do yoga, to get Reiki. We Reiki practitioners get a chance to volunteer, not work, but we're still working together. It's just we're not getting paid in cancer treatment places. So I did have 2 opportunities to go and volunteer at a place where people will go to get their radiation and chemo. So they are acknowledging us. I just think it's the system that doesn't allow us to get in and get more involved. But we will get there. We will get there. I know we will get there. We have amazing people in this world that are open to work with us. So yeah, always do things that work for you. So don't come to me if you feel like something is really wrong and you actually have to see a practitioner. So if you feel like you have corona, don't come to me. Like, that's what I'm saying, you know. Some things I cannot help you with, and some things I can. That's why we have to work together as a whole in order to fix society and fix each other and, you know, heal together. Okay, next question. What music is on your playlist right now? feel like my playlist is a little bit bipolar day by day because we're living in this quarantine. So yeah, I've been singing in my head all kinds of 80s songs, and I was actually talking to one of my best friends, and I was like singing to her all kinds of songs. The other day when I almost caught my house on fire on live video, I was singing, "This girl, it's on fire." But in my playlist, I have kind of like bipolar, right? But my playlist is bipolar. So I do have Kundalini, Buddhist, Hindu chants. I have relaxation music, and then I have I don't know, Pink. I love Glitter in the Air. It's such a like meaningful song from her. I love 80 songs. I love anything that has a message, anything that makes me happy, anything that makes me want to dance, anything that reminds me of something. And I like Billy Joel. I love Vienna. So I feel like Vienna. Thank you to the amazing person that actually sent me that song. Vienna is like just like the story of my life. You know, like I don't know. Slow down. It's kind of like a Corona song. So slow down for now. You have all this time. Vienna's gonna wait for you. Distance Reiki. How is distance Reiki working? This is for question is from one of my amazing girls. I miss you, Lauren, and I love you. So it's hard and easy to explain. If you ever had any type of energy work done, you know how that works, you know how that feels. But when you're not actually present in the room with me, you won't feel the warmth of my hands, and you won't feel me guiding you through it. So in a distance session, I have you guys listening to the same song that I do. It's usually a chant. And think about the Hermetic law of synchronicity. If you don't know what that is, you need to look it up, or I can make a special video about it. It's we are all connected. We are all made of energy, like energy matter, and we are all together put in a whole of energy. So distance Reiki takes place across time, across distance, across energy, via thought, emotion, or intention. So different practitioners are practicing different. I have two ways. I will come to the studio and visualize you sitting in my bed, laying crystals on you while you're not here, and just connect to Reiki energy and let their energy flow through me, and I will act like you were sitting on a table. Or I can do it from any space by inviting you to my mental Reiki room. So in one of the trainings that I took, we were taught to create an imaginary Reiki treatment room in our head and stick to it. And when we're working distance, have a door, open the door, have the person walking in, and have the person lying on your imaginary Reiki table. And then you work on them from there. So it's all about visual, and it's all about mental connection. Reiki energy works. And I don't know, most of you have had sessions, and I strongly believe that what we put out there comes back. So I strongly believe when I sit here putting all my intention and my thoughts for your best, highest interest, you are gonna feel better. So Reiki can be like received anytime, any place that you are. You know, energy is all in your mind. It's all the same. It's all in motions at all time, because everything flows. We are all flowing. Even if we see each other as different individuals, so apart, we're actually together. We're part of the bigger whole. Okay. How is level 2 Reiki different? For the one that have taken my training, on level 1 you learn how to technically work on yourself and balance your own energy and ground yourself and heal yourself. On level 2 you actually are given the symbols. So the energy of the symbols is getting activated, and you can use the symbols, and you can practice distance healing as well, and you can expand your healing horizon. Took me a while to reach that. I had to go through my own shit to heal my own stuff, to be ready to heal others, because if you're not healing yourself, how are you going to help others? I mean, we're healing, and I am healing, personally healing, with every single session I do, because there are people that walk in here and they're coming from a place of sexual trauma, and that will always take me back to my sexual trauma. So I'm healing when you're healing. We are healing together. That's why it's so important for me and so hard for me to not have my community. That's why I need to hug people. I need to be with people. We need to share experiences and love. But we have this, so that's how we can connect. Mm, my training. Oh, my training is all over the place. My training happened like 4 years ago. It started with the first Reiki session. I went level 1 and then took lots of classes online. So I needed to know the information and learn the information. Since English is my second language, it takes me a while to understand and get things. And I learned initially Usui Reiki and I was attuned to that, and then I moved to Lemurian and Atlantis Reiki. Nicolas, he is now in Greece. He was an amazing master and teacher to me, and I would always like love and appreciate him. I had so many practitioners from all levels, not just Reiki practitioners, shamans, other healers, crystals workers, light workers, just like teaching me. And I feel like I am learning with each session and each client, I'm learning something new, and I'm connecting and I'm developing my powers. Like now, doing all these Reiki distances, I always owned oracle cards, but I've never like actually dig into the power of the oracle cards. But now I'm using oracle cards in all my distance sessions, and it's like cool how the universe just like gives that message. Here you go, give it the person needs to hear this. So yeah, I'm learning new things in quarantine, working on you guys. So thank you, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do in your spare time? Sleep. I love sleeping. I love to sleep. I think I already answered this question, but I love to sleep. I love to spend time with Dale. I love to spend time with my girls and my guys. I love to go outside. I love to connect with Mother Earth. I love travel. I love to be away, to be in new places, to see new things. I love culture and history. I love awesome, smart conversation. I think like a smart conversation always like makes me fall in love with a person. So yeah, I do fall in love like quite often. I feel like I fall in love every time I have a customer, because we like talk about amazing things, because you're so amazing. What was the moment you realized you were here for this, to serve others through Reiki? I feel like the moment that I knew that I wanted to like do this when I was young. That's why I went to school for social work. So I wanted to help people and work with people that have been in my situation. But I think that day that I digged into my sexual trauma and worked out the rape and the abortion, everything that happened to me out, I realized that how this is what I want to do. I want to work with women and men that have been in that situation and don't have tools to deal with those feelings and emotions, and I wanted to help. So initially started like me helping others, and then it evolved in I am Seva Reiki, and then it evolved in Seva Reiki has to be a business. And now Seva Reiki is here, and I'm part of Seva Reiki. We are one. Like I quite say a lot that Seva Reiki is my baby, but Seva Reiki is me. So I think I've always knew that I wanted to like help people and work with people. But the moment that I felt the energy working through me was the moment when I knew I needed to do this, because I have this gift, and so do you. And I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna do everything in my power and everything possible to keep going no matter what, because this is what I love. I believe in myself, I believe in my abilities, and I'm very grateful that I have all the support that I have. And I want to start, I like to try not to start crying here, because yeah, I just love what I do. I love what I do, and I miss you, Maura. How do you do your Reiki on yourself? How do you heal yourself? I practice self-Reiki every single day. So it's basically the same thing I do when I work on you. I channel Reiki energy, but instead of touching you, I touch myself. That didn't sound quite right. I use the hand position on myself when I do my self-treatment. So I do self-treatments every day. Sometimes I don't really like use the hand position on myself. I do self-Reiki in the shower, so I will visualize the water washing off everything that has to wash off. And self-healing is also yoga. It's also meditation, and it's also being with myself. So I do have days when I just feel so broken down and so overwhelmed that I will just sit and breathe. and scan my body, see where I hold that tension and let it go, because tension, stress, and anxiety is the root of disease. So that's how I do my work. I also lay crystals on me nonstop. I wear crystals. Dale is my little cat Reiki practitioner, so Dale helps me a lot. He loves massaging my pancreas chakra, and I swear every time he does that, he's like, I'm gonna puke now because something is coming out and I'm releasing. So he's like quite a good healer, and most of you got some treatments from Reiki treatments from Dale at points when I was practicing from my house. So Dale misses his clients as well. Okay. Now I have an interesting question. Why are you so beautiful? Because I got it from my mama. I love you, Tracy. You are beautiful as well. Anyway, her other question was like, tell me about the voodoo that you do when your hands get hot. So, most of you know that have got hands-on Reiki from me, that when we are going through the session, you are experiencing different sensations, and one of them is my hands getting super, super hot, and then we touch after, and my hands are like super normal. I'm just taking my shoes off because I want to get more comfortable. And that is the Reiki energy getting channeled through me, and me using my hands and my body as a vessel. So while you feel the warmth in my hand, it's actually just energy floating from the universe through me into you. That's why my hands get so hot. Okay. When you will be opening the studio? I don't know. This is not up to me. I wish I could just open the studio right now and just have this hugging party and healing party. It's not up to me. I am considered non-essential business. So whenever I'm going to be allowed to open the business, I'm ready to be open. And I know you're ready to be here as well. So I will keep you posted. I will keep you updated on that. How is your family dealing with Corona? My parents are at the farm at the countryside, so they're safe. My mom has diabetes, so she's one of the people that can get really bad if she gets it. My brother is still living in the city, and he's okay. He's as okay as he can be, and they're taking it one day at a time. They're really isolating. Romania has it kind of cracking it down on let's stay isolated. And we talk every day. I try to be strong every day and laugh about it every day, but it's scary. It's nerve-wracking, and I'm sure they're scared for me being here. But yeah, my parents are good. Thank you for asking. Will you continue to post videos after this is over? So if you weren't following me before, I did a live video every single Friday. We were talking about different things. We talked about relationships, we talked about soulmates, about addiction, and that's why Fridays I'm doing the chakra series, because I kind of Corona hit when I was on my second chakra. So yeah, I used to do a live video every Friday, and I'm gonna keep doing a live video every Friday. I may add a second video in the week, since I'm enjoying setting my house on fire, meditating with you guys, and since I enjoy singing with you guys and just being here with you guys. So yes, I'm gonna continue my live videos, maybe not every day, but I'm gonna try to stay connected. And the Fridays videos are always gonna be there. Hey Laura, I was just talking about you. Have you considered a podcast? I was actually interviewed. So the question is, have you considered a podcast? I was actually interviewed for a podcast. It was super cool, but I feel I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I love this because I have the questions that you guys got me, but I am not very good at talking to myself, to others. I'm very good at talking to myself and singing to myself, but not just talking to others. So it is a podcast. It's an hour or so about Reiki and my practice, that it's on YouTube. I can reshare the link. It's not on my YouTube, it's on the girls' YouTube. So yeah, that was an interview. It was super cool, but I've never thought about a podcast. I think the live videos are actually giving me more, taking me out of my comfort zone, because I'm always aware that I have an accent and sometimes people don't understand what I'm saying. So I don't know if I want to go there yet. I would love to have some professional videos of my meditation, so I will get there someday. So yeah, I don't know about a podcast. That's a good idea. Thank you. how long did you learn to master English language as well as you have? Peter and Nan, I love you guys and I miss you. So, my first language was baby language. I think everybody's first language was like the baby language. Okay, then I learned Romanian because after baby language comes Romanian. And then when I was like 6 or 7, Romania was coming like to democracy after communism period ended. And we had cable for the first time, and we had Cartoon Network, and we had a soap opera channel. So I was actually like watching Cartoon Network and wasn't translated. So I was watching like Diddy and Dexter and Cow and Chicken and what else? Ed, Ed and Eddie and Scooby Doo and the Powerpuff Girls. So that's kind of I like started learning English. And then I remember in kindergarten this song, we were like sitting in a circle and I had no idea what the heck was meaning, but like I will always remember the song was like something like 111, please cat run, 222, the dog is after you, 333, go cat in the tree. So that's how I learned my first words. Then I went in school, we learned French, and I learned French till 8th grade, and English I started learning in 2nd grade, like professional English in 6th grade. So yeah, at this point I was talking baby language, Romanian, Latin. We also we were taught Latin, and French and English. Then in high school I had a chance to get into a bilingual high school, so that was all English. Same with college. I learned Spanish also from the soap opera, so I think I'm pretty good at Spanish as well. You know, because that ego didn't come out today at all, so it has to come out now. So yeah, I do speak Romanian, cat language as well, and baby language, and English, obviously. But I don't really remember how to speak French. And I was like thinking of that, how like I understand French and Spanish so good, but because I haven't like spoken since like 8th grade, like maybe we did some did we do some Pia in high school? I think we did some French in high school too, and Latin. Yeah, that's another story. And yeah, but like I do understand French, and I do understand and speak Spanish still, because I sometimes use it with some people. Yeah, I love Spanish. It's such a romantic, like hot life. I'm like, speak to me in Spanish and I'll love you forever. Or Romanian. Okay, I'm gonna like stop doing these things because I'm like becoming creepy here. Are there groups of crystals you use for certain things? For example, if somebody is dealing with fear, what would you use for it? So yes, I love crystals. I use crystals in my practice. I initially associate crystals with the color of your chakra. So then if we're dealing with fear, I'm gonna ask you in our intake, where is that fear coming from? What are you afraid for? Where do you hold that fear? So most of the fear sits in your root chakra and the lower chakras, right? But we have also fear in our head because we overthink of things and we bring anxiety and we like think about situations that could happen and we cannot control. So if we're dealing with like fear in your root chakra, let's say root chakra, I will use black crystals and red crystals. Red because is the color of your chakra, and black because black crystals are very, very grounding. So I'll use turmalin, obsidian, apache tear. I love to use red coral, any type of red crystals that I don't remember right now because I'm like on the spot. Jasper, red jasper. Pipestone, I love pipestone. So I use the crystals as I feel like sometimes, or if you're a new person and I don't really like, I'm not really in tune into you and your energy, I will just use them as the color of your chakras and as I feel like they should go there. So yeah, sometimes I use crystals, sometimes I don't. Every single session has selenite crystals. So I do use selenite on each person that comes into my studio. Selenite is cleansing, purifying, takes everything that is negative and just like destroys it. So selenite does not hold any energy. Selenite does not have to be clean, cleansed, and purified. It does its own thing. So yeah, that's another art. That's another video. Let's talk about chakras and crystals and energy. Crystals, plants, and oil vibrate like we do. They have their own levels of vibrations, and they have their own properties. We don't eat crystals, we don't lick crystals, we don't smash crystals, we just use crystals on our body. So I just have to mention that again because I thought it's so funny that the Egyptians used to crush crystals and eat them. So yeah, we don't do that. We don't. When did you realize you have this unique gift? I don't necessarily feel like I have a gift. I just feel like I have managed to open myself to the gift that we all have. We are all able to work with energy, and we are all able to channel energy and channel healing. So, like I said, I've always been in tune with nature and with the things around me, and I've always been an empath and felt people, and I always thought that was anxiety or like the mental illness in my family is like taking over me as well. But I think that not the gift of Reiki, the gift of learning how to harvest all these techniques to help others started developing after I moved here. Like after I moved to the US, because I had access to crystals and I had access to oils and I had access to like different books and shamanism and different cultures and away from the Christian Orthodox beliefs. Again, I am not saying any religion is bad. I totally respect anything that you pray and anybody that you pray with. I'm just asking you to practice what you preach and be kind. That's the most important part in any religion. Be kind and practice love. Stay in a place of gratitude and love and work from there. Share that and preach that. That's very important. And no matter what church you're going to or who you pray to, I love you and I'll always love you because you're human. That's why I love you. I don't judge you or love you for what you eat or who you pray to. Okay. How has trauma and difficulties shaped your practice? When I work with trauma, I feel like my horizons are expanding and I feel like my energy is growing and developing at a higher rate because I connect. I come to that place with you, not because I've lived your trauma and difficulties, but because I've been to a place similar to that. I will never sit here and tell you, I know how you feel because I've been there. No. I wasn't there when you were raped or when you were beaten or when somebody said something bad to you or when any type of trauma. I don't want to go into details because it's not the time or day, but I will just be here for you as a human and have the compassion to be here with you, and I will always have that gratitude that you are sharing your story and we're healing together, because with each emotion you are letting go, I am also letting go of something. So I do believe that everything that I had to live through and go through in my life has shaped my practice and is helping me in my practice. Is the knowledge, Maybe if I had never had the abandonment of my biological father, I wouldn't be so obsessed with having all of you around and checking on everybody, because I feel like I need this connection. I need not to feel alone. And I'm not saying I'm dependent on you as you're not dependent on me. It's just having that type of trauma in my life taught me how important relationships are and how I grow and live through my practice and to the people I love. How has suffering been made meaningful to you on what you do? Working with people, not just in a holistic world, but working with people in general, opens you up to see them in their best and worst shapes. So suffering is a choice. And I don't know how to say this without offending anybody, but I have people that come in here that are dealing with major health issues. People that don't know if they're gonna live another week or so. And those are the most pleasant, peaceful, optimistic, loving people that I have met. So working with them is teaching me that suffering is just an emotion. And it's our job and our responsibility to take that emotion, process it, and let it go. And just be in the moment. So, yeah. Choose to acknowledge that it's pain and suffering around you, but also choose to acknowledge that you have the power to change that, you know. I had 2 more questions and I don't remember them. Can you ask me again, Bianca? Because we were talking and I never like wrote them down. Oh, one of them was like, what's the first thing you're gonna do after this is over? And there we go. I'm gonna open the studio up for like a day or 2 or whatever. And we are gonna come here and hang out together and hug each other and hold each other for like 20 minutes or more and just build each other. Like, I miss you guys so much and I need to be with my people that I just need to do that. So first thing I'm gonna do when this is over, I'm gonna go like to everybody and hug everybody and be with everybody and kiss everybody and just like do what I like to do, hugging and holding people and healing people. And then I'm gonna start my practice. I was actually like talking to Laura this morning, to my partner Laura from Aura, and you know, quarantine is driving people crazy and we have made all these plans. So again, this is like quarantine thinking. We usually don't think like this, but since both of us, more me, are obsessed to Trevor Noah's, like, girl, so after this is over, we're driving to Philly, parking the car there, taking a train, going to Daily Show, be there drooling all over, like, oh, we love you, Trevor. And then we're gonna become sister wives. No, we're not. We're not gonna become sister wives. And then we're gonna go to Brooklyn, and we're gonna go to Harlem, and we're gonna just like be and do things that we have never done. So yeah, I need to go to Sedona. I was supposed to go to Sedona. I was actually supposed to be in Sedona today. So I'm gonna go to Sedona. But first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hug each and every one of you and hold you for a long time because I need that love. So the other question from Bianca was, during this period, have you thought of future plans for your business? So yeah, and no. So my future plans for my business is to just have Seva Reiki open and just grow. I mean, I was like doing awesome and being super busy before this happened, and I'm still like staying steady because I have all of you guys supporting us and supporting me and like trying to be there for me in so many ways, like gift cards and distance sessions, or just checking on me and or watching all my videos. That like means a lot. So yeah, after this is over, I need to plan more classes. I need to somehow find a way to demolish the social distancing. So we may have like a workshop, something like, let's just like sit here and hug each other, or I don't know. Seva Reiki is always growing. I'm gonna go back to Hope is Dope. I'm gonna go back doing my partnership with the amazing Daniela Studio Z. I miss you, girl. And yeah, I'm gonna grow because that's my goal, to never stop going. Anybody else has any other question for me? Because I think I like kind of answered all of those questions that were going. And I'm still singing This Girl Is On Fire. I mean, so maybe some of you didn't watch that video, but like when I was doing the video Friday about the throat chakra, I decided that I should like do my hair and makeup and like while I'm like doing my candles. So I was at my house, and as you saw in the video, I have a windowsill in the back. So I decided to take like the little candles and put them on the windowsill. And as I was like doing that, I want to start doing my hair, and then my Deo starts talking to me. Deo is my awesome boy. So my homie Deo was like talking to me, and I was like talking back, hey, yeah, we're gonna go live in a second, just let mommy do her hair. And I start smelling this smell. I'm like, I don't think I'm like catching my hair on fire, but like I don't know. And then Deo was like screaming louder, so I'm like, what's up, dude, what's up? So like I go in the room, and one of the candles, the flame was like so high that was smelting the plastic from the blinds. So of course, like what to do, I took my meditation blanket and put it on the fire, and that wasn't a great idea. Then I took the meditation blanket, wet it, and put the fire off. But like the entire time, instead of like me being mad that just happened, I was just like start singing this girl, it's on fire. So I think that like song has been like stuck in my head like for days now. Anyway, if you have any other questions for me, or if you wanna just call or talk or text or whatever you wanna do, I'm here for you. I'm gonna take this video and put it on YouTube. So if you didn't watch it from the beginning, there were some pretty interesting questions there. And oh, I forgot to answer a question. So somebody asked me on Instagram, and I forgot to put it down, what books I recommend for people that want to learn about Reiki. I am totally obsessed with this book from Lisa Powers. It's a Reiki manual. I'm using it in my trainings, and it's like the easiest Reiki book ever. So it's Lisa Powers Reiki manual, Reiki level 1, 2, and masters manual. I will get up and get it, but I'm like comfortable and lazy here. Yeah, any book that works for you, that works for me, because the words are simple and the book is in awesome, easy to learn sections. So yeah, that's one of my favorite books about Reiki. Again, create your own practice, develop your own practice. Don't try to be like others. That's what I do when I do the oracle cards as well. If I give you a card and that card says rainbow, I don't want you to take the book and read what rainbow means. I want you to sit there with your rainbow and ask yourself, what does rainbow mean to me in my situation right now? So take those signs, because signs are given to you every single day. Even when we sit here and talk, it's raining. What is rain means? What does rain mean to you? What does rain mean to you? What does rain means to your journey? There are signs and messages all over. Just stop, take a deep breath, and acknowledge them. I'm gonna end this live here. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for asking me the questions, and thank you for supporting me. I am very grateful that I did not cry, and thank you to each and every one of you that have been with me since this morning, just chatting along and talking and texting and telling each other how much we love each other. I love you, girls and guys. And I miss you. I miss all of you. I really do. I will see you soon, and don't forget, we're gonna have like a Reiki massage, Wunderbar, bakery, hair, acupuncture, yoga, street party, hugging each other when all this is over. I did not ask anybody about this, and I'm just involving everybody. Yeah, we're gonna like hug each other, be with each other, and just love each other when this is over. Until then, I want you to stay safe, try to stay inside, take care of yourself, book distance sessions with everybody that it's offering, keep watching my videos, give love and support to people that need love and support, be mindful, and keep spreading that love. I love you, babe. Thank you.